Some of them that flow show, some of them that the chopping hole. But when I drive safe, like all I know. It only take one mistake, and every day after you have to face reality. I know you got to tell a story, but for some of them it's too late, because they driving dangerously. Like what the people say, you're driving recklessly. I hear the people say, you're driving carelessly. Like what the people say, you're driving dangerously. Slow down. Slow down. Some of them that flow show, some of them that the chopping hole. But when I drive safe, like all I know. So I passing this message down, begin lane straight. Motor car not get hit, you can't talk to the weapon. They only there to clean the windshield. Yeah, let me come clean. Begin, I don't want your driver lesson, I just want to set you straight. The traffic sign are meant to keep you safe, so obey the rules of the road. You know how it go, maybe go round, don't come back tomorrow. Some of them that flow show, some of them that the chopping hole.
I should have said the partnership of Liberia that obey how we reduce accidents. Well, okay, that bring national growth, we have to be sure if there's no accidents. Government must consider role in such regulation. Sure and fair laws control accidents. The national police minimum 500,000 monthly. USD 500. All road users have rights and responsibility to each other. These are some of our students. Sure and fair laws control accidents. Obey the street and highway signs to reduce accidents. All have to obey. Pay the Liberian National Police minimum USD 500. We are welcoming all our guests, our ministers, ambassadors, media managers, NASAPA team. We want to welcome you to our meeting. Our guests are coming in. In the next 1 minute, we will start this unique program.
I hear the people say, you're driving carelessly.
Wednesday, May 27, 2024, Corona Hotel, Social. All of the program will get a rapid recognition of guests rationale of them, roundtable discussion on public safety, and then we'll get a short coffee break. Formal discussion, recognition of selected individuals, feedback on behalf of the owners, lasting close to review. So, ladies and gentlemen, ministers, managers, team, this is the program we start. We'll call on Ms. Lucy Battle, Head of Operations Safety Life. OSA, this is a program within the National Safety Partnership of Liberia. We'll call her today and she's going to recognize our guest, Ms. Lucy Battle.
Our distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Lucy Battle, head of one of NASAPA's programs, known as Operation Save a Life, OSA for short. On this program, we provide information awareness about the practical aspects to take to prevent accidents, vehicles, home, workplace, school, and many other places. I am pleased to welcome you this morning. We are privileged to have you distinguished guests, media managers, officials of government, ambassadors, and other personalities. We are certain that your presence at this very important occasion will further enrich the discussion on public safety that we are about to have. I say so because we believe that you have come to this critical conversation about the safety of all us with a fountain of vast knowledge and experience that we look forward to drinking from. So we request you to give us your best. On behalf of NASAPA, I say thank you for honoring our invitation. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Musaba. Thank you for welcoming me today. Next, we'll call on Mr. William Cabot, Chief Executive Officer for Public Service and Institutional Development at the National Safety Partnership of Liberia. And we're going to give the rationale of this roundtable discussion on public safety. You are welcome, Mr. Cabot.
Thank you, Nelly, and thank you, Lucy, for welcoming our guests. May I stand on the existing protocol first by thanking our guests for coming, local officials, legend people, ambassadors we look forward to seeing, the representatives, some of whom have started to come. Thank you so much. And before I present the rationale of this roundtable, which normally is not about looking for who's right or who's wrong, but it's about getting all the beautiful ideas, suggestions, opinions that we can inculcate, that we can pick up, that we can take home to increase and to enrich what we do. So, I'd like to turn to our posters here. I heard the MC or the moderator of this program read them, and I'd like to repeat them myself. The first from my right is hashtag strong and fair laws on road accidents. In this, we are calling for laws or a law, heavy, strong, that will now make road accidents, especially those who intentionally, deliberately, carelessly, recklessly kill people, to be charged with manslaughter. Today, what we hear is when there's an accident, all the perpetrators do is to find something thousand, is to find what the little bit they gave. Alright? To have the burials, and then the rest of the rituals that follow after the burials are done. And that's it. Under this, we are asking for a more rigid law, and when such a law is in place, we can be sure that people regard with care. The next is government must subsidize road users training nationwide. Before you do anything, all of us in this room come from different specialties. We do have different careers. Before we can call ourselves career people, we must have gone to school and studied in the fields that we have: engineering, religion, politics. You think about the journalism, development work, all that. So, before anybody drives in our country, that person should have gone to driving school, should have been certificated, should have been certified. Not just being certified by any person for that matter, but by a full-fledged driving school, and full-fledged and certificated instructors. So it goes having a young person teaching you to drive. So we are asking government in this respect to subsidize driving schools, and then to subsidize even the trainers themselves. At the end of the day, who benefits is the country that some group of people are managing. There will be the same driving culture. There will be, a standardized system of driving and road use. The next is obey street and highway signs and rules to reduce accidents. There are, as we drive along, on the highways, even the city limits. Universally now, every driver in any city around the world is supposed to drive minimally 30 km per hour. We don't observe that here. We must do so. We must obey the signs. If there's a bridge ahead when we drive, let us obey. That's what we're calling for. If there's a curve, deep one, even if there's an adjoining road, we have to observe those things so that at the end of the day we avoid. We heard one of our ladies talking about operations Save a Life. That department of ours is about creating awareness so that you know the things that will prevent accident. The next placard there is government must subsidize the same, right? The next is pay the Liberian National Police minimum of $500 US dollars, monthly for their productivity they want to do. And we say this because if we don't do it, we will continue to see, and it's an open secret. I mean, we are all Liberians in this room. I'm a Liberian citizen speaking. And I do know, see, feel, and touch, typically police people soliciting money. And so the compromise is not to accuse any administration. This has been an inherent culture among us. So we believe if the salary is put up, and then the people are going to read, there is a call that we make that all the cameras will be placed on police officers. Alright? And then citizens, there should be law that gives citizens that leverage to photograph the police officer that is on duty. So that it's not a crime when that citizen has done it. Because all this can happen. Just I think 1 or 2 years ago, there was this incident in the United States about George Floyd. On the other police people, one of them used his knee on that person to knife him and died. The police were denying, they were lying until the small girl's camera who recorded the situation found them wanted. So it's based on the cameras recording that guy was convicted. From 20 to 26 May, which is this month, the critical exercise #Commit to Us has brought the civil society out on the street in the same week or in this week across the world to show the reality of people's journey. Accordingly, volunteers of civil society friends from country to country are taking snapshots of the movement of road users, vehicles, pedestrians. In doing so, the volunteers identify intersections in their areas and gather data from the perspective of pedestrians. The data include photos, number of pedestrians, 30 km per hour zones, pedestrians, facilities, and traffic calming. The speed breakers we see. So the civil society group, which is the group of the lines, will in turn upload selected entries to this website. In their push for improved road safety, During this exercise, the civil society governance is support of their own communities and advocate decision makers to take deliberate actions to improve the sector. NASAPA began its activities with a street corner event where its volunteers held a talk on road safety with kids in Pittsville on Monday, May 20th. In simple words, the volunteers were the students were taught road signs, markings, colors of traffic lights, role and responsibility of traffic police officers. The second activity, ladies and gentlemen, was another street corner event where volunteers had the opportunity of interacting with motorcyclists at the ERWK junction just yesterday. They were taught the rules and regulations of operating a vehicle. Let's keep in mind, under our law, motorcycle is a vehicle. It's allowed, just as push, just as horses, just as donkeys, if we have them yet, just as anything that we use to haul. For example, you go to Wall Street, you see people with containers with water inside and they push it, they haul it. They are allowed under our law to use the streets. Ladies and gentlemen, also, NASAPA volunteers educated the motorcyclists to what they can do in the case of motor accident. This we call accident scene management, which happens to be another department that NASAPA runs. Accident scene management happens to be that knowledge that whether you went to medical school or not, that you must have so that you intervene when there's an accident. The possibility is that when you have intervened now, there can be intervention on your part in case you fell victim or things like that. The third activity is this roundtable discussion with you currently, which we have started to discuss public safety. Ladies and gentlemen, we are glad you came. The truth is that we started to drink from your fountain of knowledge and experience in road safety issues. What we hear from you, we will add to what we know public safety should be. Our fourth activity during the week of the global campaign is an occasion to petition the legislature on Thursday, which is tomorrow, May 24th. The plea is to ask the decision makers to enact laws that will deliberately improve public safety. We look forward to seeing the principals at the Capitol building come down to receive the very important petition. Ladies and gentlemen, the fifth activity NASAPA will hold is a worship service at the SKP Bolivar 72nd Mosque on Friday, May 25th. As the organization did at the Echo Baptist Church in Pittsville on Sunday, May 19th, because we had the opportunity of having President Joseph Boakai there, and the same statements we are making now we made before him and followed him in his administration.
You're driving dangerously. Slow down. Slow down. Some of them that flow show, some of them that the chopping hole. But when I drive safe. Like all I know. So I'm passing this message down. Begin lane straight. Motor car now get hit. You can't talk to the weapon. They only there to clean the windshield. Yeah, let me come clean. Begin, I don't want your driver lesson. I just want to set you straight. The traffic sign are meant to keep you safe. So obey the rules of the road. You know how it go. Merry go round. Don't come back tomorrow. Some of them that flow show, some of them that the chopping hole. Remember, the best driver is the one who drives safe. No matter what it say, keep your foot close to the brake. Stay in your lane because you got to respect another man's space.